7 on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station. I am Ifoma Ojinta. A delegation of the House of Representatives, led by the House Leader Alhassan Adodogwa, Thursday arrived to Bucharest, Romania, to oversight and assist in the process of evacuating Nigerian nationals who are mainly students fleeing Ukraine in the wake of attack on the country by Russia. Following the resolution of the House at plenary last week, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, had mandated the House Leader Adodogwa and the Chairman House Committee on Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Buba Yakub, to proceed to the war-torn region to ensure that every Nigerian that desires to return home from the epicenter of the conflict is given the needed support. The lawmakers who departed the country Wednesday are in close contact with officials of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Nigerian missions in Ukraine, Bucharest, Budapest, Warsaw, and other countries neighboring Ukraine. The delegation has met with Nigerians who were already at the airport en route to Nigeria, where they expressed the House sympathy and support. The new electoral acts recently assented to by President Muhammadu Buhari will critically address overvoting during election, among other challenges in the electoral process. Before now, Deborah Gazaji Micah in this report examines the benefits and the essence of the electoral bill on the nation's polity.
The new electoral law provides for the use of electronic voting and electronic transmission of election results, among other crucial reforms in the electoral process. These reforms are clamored by the civil society groups who majorly observe that it will ensure and promote fairness and credibility in the future elections. Its implications to Nigerian democratic processes, according to these respondents, is that it will revolutionize elections in Nigeria through the introduction of new technological innovations.
And the amended act has said that they should resign a particular period before the election. But you cannot disenfranchise them before that period to say that they cannot be voted as delegates in an election, in a convention or congress, and they cannot be voted for. In that, provided it is not the period, the window period which INEC has given for resignation, they should be free to participate fully in whatever activity, vote and voted for, in whatever activities of the party. So I think the National Assembly should look at that again, so that we do not disenfranchise our political office holders unduly.
Accreditation has become the bedrock of a successful election, and this is done by INEC. You can no longer find it very easy to accredit by 80 people and you turn in 800 people as voters. It's no more possible.
Other progressive aspects of the law will engender transparency in the electoral process. Deborah Gazaji Micah, NTA News.
Director General NYSC Major General Shuaibu Ibrahim has described the NYSC Trust Fund as a crucial economic booster when established and which will empower core members at the end of their service year. Rosemary Bilal reports.
Director General NYSC Major General Shuaibu Ibrahim, while urging Nigerians to support Trust Fund Bill, as NYSC members are willing to put in their best once the bill is passed into law.
The Trust Fund received 100% support during the public hearing. And the core members also who were there physically appreciated this gesture. If the trust fund is given, apart from the adequate funding of the NYC, good trainers will be given on the various skills to the core members. And at the end of the service year, as they're leaving the service year, all of them will be given startup capitals. So they don't need to go hunting for white-collar jobs.
He added that the bill also seeks to create opportunities for economic and social advancement for young people by offering skills acquisition opportunities and providing access to capital to actualize entrepreneurial ambitions.
I can assure Nigerians that if granted, within the next 5 years, millions of Nigerians will be taken off unemployment market. And this will address the challenge of insecurity in our country. When the graduate youth are engaged, because they are very innovative. They are innovative, they are committed, they have passion. Whatever they get themselves involved in, they add professional touch to it. So once they are given this opportunity to be self-employed. Their innovation skills will be brought to bear.
Core members comment on the bill.
Another important aspect that this bill has to cover is that of community development projects. It is a pivotal part of the scheme to see that every community where the NYC is present benefits one way or the other.
The NYC boss appealed to the appropriate authorities to provide the necessary enablements for the actualization of the fund, adding that it will enhance the smooth operation of the scheme by addressing the challenges of infrastructure. Rosemary Bilal, NTA News.
World Book Day, also known as International Day of the Book, is celebrated in honor of authors and writers across the globe for their contributions in promoting reading culture among the people. Hadiza Ebune takes a look at how far Nigerians have come to embrace the reading culture.
It is World Book Day, and ordinarily, Nigerians should be excited about it, given its proud collection of intellectuals who have contributed to global knowledge through literature, research, and other endeavors. Literary giants like Wole Soyinka, Professor Chinua Achebe, Kamara Lae, Ngugi wa Thiong'o, among others, gained global acclaims through their books. As a tribute to authors, their book, and the copyright laws that protect them, UNESCO set April 23rd as World Book Day, which has been shifted to 3rd March. Beyond this, however, development, cultural propagation, and the social progress of mankind would not have been possible without books. Stakeholders say this is why Nigerians must embrace the book again.
Every child should key into the World Book Day and look at this year's theme, which is you are a reader. And we always say there's this saying that a reader is a leader. So I think Nigeria has the right to be part of it. It's very important to our day-to-day lives, because when you read, you are open to a lot of imaginable ideas, and reading strengthens your vocabularies. Reading also strengthens your writing skills.
They also hold opinion that Nigerians will read if the books are written to suit contemporary realities.
It makes you understand things better. It makes your knowledge grow better. But these days we just go on handset, go on laptop, just look at it the electronical way. But I think if you read books, if they will still produce books in the content, it will still be good for us as Africa. Not only Africa, even in Europe, they have not thrown away their books. They still have a place, they keep them.
Opinions may be dominant about poor reading culture in Nigeria, but writers have not given up on writing. Hence, the likes of new generation writers like Chimamanda Adichie, Helen Abila, among others, will continue to contribute their rich literature to the book world. Hadiza Ebune, NTA News.
And global attention today is focused on an important sense organ of the human body, the ear. How to avoid deafness, hearing impairment, as well as raising support for hearing care around the world. Hakimat Aliyu in this report tells us more.
Set aside by the World Health Organization since 2007, World Hearing Day is an annual campaign held 3rd of March every year, with goals to disseminate information and encourage people to take critical steps to avoid hearing loss while enhancing hearing care.
One of the ways to enhance hearing care is what we're doing, this advocacy here and now. I hope a whole lot of our listeners and viewers are watching. A lot of us make the mistake of going to clean our ears regularly, which is a no-no. The ear should be left alone. Wax is useful for the ear, just like saliva is useful for the mouth, and tears is useful for the eyes. The essence is to lubricate the ear canal wall, the lining of the skin there, and to protect it also from infection and inflammation. So when we go to clean it out thinking it's dead, we're actually promoting harm.
Stressing that many people have undiagnosed hearing problems and are unaware that they are missing out on important sounds, Dr. Amodu emphasized the need for early detection and treatment.
If your job or your social lifestyle exposes you to very loud sounds, and then all of a sudden you start coming down to hearing noise, sounds that others don't hear. Other things you'll notice will be if you have to get people to repeat themselves during conversations, your hearing is getting impaired, you know that yes, that there's something going wrong there. You now know that this is not usual. And when such a thing happens to you, you should quickly see an ENT surgeon.
As the 2022 World Hearing Day is being observed, with focus on safe listening as a means to maintaining good hearing through life course, the advice is simple. Avoid loud noise and listen within an ambience of safety. In Abuja, Hakimat Aliu, NTA News.
Meanwhile, figures from the Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC) as at 2nd March 2022 indicates 3 new cases of COVID-19 in the FCT. Confirmed cases 28,361, active cases 57, discharged cases 28,056, and 248 deaths have been recorded in the Federal Capital Territory.
Not too much berekete. Glow Bracket Plus is here. Existing Glow customers will get 400% bonus on every recharge and 100 MB data bonus on first recharge of the month. New Glow customers will get 1,000 Naira welcome bonus. To activate, buy a new Glow SIM today or dial *777# for existing Glow customers.
Talking sports now, London club Chelsea Football Club is up for sale as announced by owner an hour before the Blues went up against Luton Town in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Details on Sports Brief with Gideon Johanna.
Chelsea owner Roman Abramovich says he's planning to sell the club. As he says he's making this incredibly difficult decision, Abramovich is alleged to have strong ties to Russian President Putin, which he has denied. He also said he would give stewardship and care of Chelsea to its foundation trustees, as proceeds of sale will be donated to war victims. This was contained in the Premier League's club website. Meanwhile, Chelsea survived a scare against Championship side Luton Town to reach the FA Cup quarterfinals in a tie overshadowed by owner Roman Abramovich's decision to sell the Stamford Bridge club in an hour before the kick-off time. Tim Werner finished coolly after collecting Loftus-Cheek's long pass in the 68th minute and Lukaku's slide to give his team the needed win in the 78th minute. Unbeaten two-time world champion Tyson Fury has announced to retire after next month's defense of his WBC title against fellow British heavyweight Dillian Whyte in London, stating he has nothing more to prove. What I want to do after boxing is chill on a beach, drink pina coladas, drive Ferrari, and live on boats. With Sports Brief, I am Gideon Johanna, NTA News.
And here's a quick reminder. Do take your COVID-19 vaccine and adhere strictly to all COVID-19 safety protocols. Please keep safe. And that's the news in English. Up next is the news translations. Thanks for watching.
Ma gbaja jewe sha jewo wona abi ko jagbadai iwa na bai se babadai wo mo press so va yuba wonu wa go anabaje gaye aza eyi kin galuko zazai kwatn ba atnni nge batmatin nge alasa ido ado dogwa nu jiba nge fagna biyin anabaja sidai nge azaye kusi nge nuakma ya Romania na ye labmi galuko zazai beda gogna zanagma nge Femi Gbaja Biamila la gbogboto ga ba nge balo ba kun yi akinda npa gbefilo Ukraine kin Russia yin ko mabana asunkun naje yin wagodo nge yi kin ye kwabma jinu zazahe nwo yelo waji abmawojin waji ekinye kwenyi ntige ekinye nado na kin aje ba wole vivi Ukraine a tupa nalo tu nkun mbagi asinbein zanagman NYC nya Major General Shuaibu Ibrahim wada nge NYC ayiwe machine gbedogun babma eyikin nya bwashi ko ba ga abi akasa bashishin zazahe wo kutete zajin wagmigina watete shi wajin nge Rosemary Bilal wada nge gwamnati tutu ta zazahe akun akwa tuntun ejikwoji ejiwe zanshin tuntun inuba mo ayikie kwen ba iye ayikin yabwa be chenajin ye zanagma ye ji wo inga abmajin na ba abma abi akasajin ye NYC ba bwa bashinshin ba bokunji tege ba kunji abwa belon anabaji ajesidai inga na yeshin ayin gbedogun papui nyaka nu nyipienu ayin gbedogun nya nche kigin kwechi aza sambarka anyaka kai ntutu bakpeye mbagi baishin ntu anyaba mutu abyegibo anye hwadudu adiza iboni wadai nge tutu mana anyaka yi pai kushin aza ta gaba yin tukolo nge baba nya shoko kuchon wato tayelo aza ku abwa gna ya hwi nge asebe da gogna bede na jejeluko we baye to ba gaba yin tu nya babon wagna nge na tejezolo nya ban yita bwa byeyi ikiye kwen yita popeye isheko go ya poko yesun tichenu yila ala jatu bwa ga jezolo ya ba ko ba mashi ama gbaja na baji ku zai be jado wosu shekwa ji fe yi page shekwa ni jisu saisu
masu kallo da sauraron mu assalamu alaikum barkamu da warhaka a takaice kamar yadda aka saba ga fassarar wasu daga cikin labaran yau mai karantawa Yusuf Yakubu. Tawagar majalisar wakilai ta ƙasa ƙarƙashin jagorancin shugaban majalisar Alhassan Ado Doguwa ta isa birnin Bucharest na ƙasar Romania yau Alhamis lafiya domin ta taimaka wajen kwaso 'yan Najeriya waɗanda yawancinsu ɗalibai ne waɗanda suka haura ƙasar Romania daga Ukraine a sanadiyar yaƙi da ya barke a tsakanin Rasha da Ukraine. Tawagar ta sami izinin tafiyar ne bayan da majalisar ta cimma yarjejeniya a satin da ya wuce akan yadda za a ɗauko su bayan kakakin majalisar Femi Gbaja Biamila ya umarci Alhassan Ado Doguwa da shugaban kwamitin harkokin kasashen waje Yusuf Buba Yakub su garzaya kasar Romania su kwaso duk 'yan Najeriya waɗanda ke sha'awar dawowa kasar. Shugaban hukumar bautar ƙasa ta ƙasa Major General Shuaibu Ibrahim ya bayyana tsarin tallafin kuɗi da za a baiwa 'yan bautar ƙasa cewa abu ne mai muhimmanci wanda zai bunƙasa tattalin arzikinsu in har ya tabbata. Wakilar Rosemary Bilal ta shaida mana cewa tallafin idan 'yan bautar ƙasar suka samu bayan sun ƙare bautar ƙasarsu ta tsawon shekara ɗaya zai taimaka musu gaya wajen kama sana'a da cin gashin kansu maimakon rarage da dogaro da gwamnati ta ba su aiki. Ranar littafi ta duniya rana ce da aka ware ta musamman domin a karrama marubuta a faɗin duniya akan gudunmuwar da suke bayarwa a fagen ilimi ta bunƙasa ɗabi'ar karatu da neman ilimi hasken rayuwa. wakilar Hadiza Ibn ta haɗo mana rahoto cewa al'ummar Najeriya ya kamata su yi farin ciki da wannan rana saboda gudunmuwar da suka baiwa ilimin duniya ta hanyar wallafa littattafai da sauran rubuce-rubuce na neman ilimi a fannoni daban-daban na rayuwa kamar su Olesoyinka, Chinua Achebe da sauran marubuta waɗanda suka yi fice a ɓangaren da suka yi rubuce-rubuce a duniya. Ƙarshen labarin namu ne kenan. Sai kuma gobe idan rai ya kai asuba ta gari.
Ekele m gị n'ịnọnyere anyị n'akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Ọka akụkọ ka bụkwa m Rachel Ifi Unu. Tọọ ntị n'ala nara anyị akụkọ anyị jiri bịa n'uhuruchi a. Onye ahọpụtara site n'ụlọ omebe iwu site n'enyemaka onye isi ha Alhassan Adodoguwa awụchiela na mba Romania n'ụbọchị taa bụ Tọzdee ịhụ ma nyere aka zọpụta ndị ala anyị nọ na mba Ukraine, ọkachasị ụmụ akwụkwọ n'ihi agha mba Ukraine na Russia na-alụ. O kwekwara nghọta na site na mkparịta ụka ụlọ omebe iwu mere n'izuụka gara aga na ọnụ na-ekwuru ha bụ Femi Gbajabiamila enyela iwu ka onye isi n'ụlọ omebe iwu Adodoguwa nakwa onye isi oche ha Yusuf Buba Yakubu hụ na ha kpọlatara onye ala anyị ọbụla nwere mmasị ịlata n'ala anyị site na inye ha ezi nkwado. Onye isi n'ụlọ ọrụ na-ahụ maka ife ala nna General Shuaibu Ibrahim akọwala ngalaba na-ahụ maka ego n'ụlọ ọrụ ha dịka ndị na-akwalite akụnụba ma bụrụkwa ndị ga-ewulite ọnọdụ ndị ntorobịa ala anyị na-efe ala nna ha. N'afọ a, onye ọrụ anyị Rosemary Bilal wetara akụkọ na ya bụ nwa amadi gbara ndị ntorobịa ala anyị na-efe ala nna ha nakwa ụmụ amaala ala anyị ume ka ha kwado ya bụ ngalaba Trust Fund. Ọ gakwara n'ihu kwuo na ha ga-esite na nke a zụọ ha n'aka ọrụ ma nyekwa ha ihe ha ga-eji amalite ndụ ha mgbe ha fechere ala nna ha. Ụbọchị ncheta akwụkwọ abụrụla nke emerubere site na ịkwanyere ndị ode akwụkwọ niile ugwu maka mbọ ha na-agba ịhụ na akwalitere ọgụgụ n'etiti ndị mmadụ. Hadiza Ibune mgbe o lebara anya etu ala anyị sigoro gaa n'ihu na ihe banyere ịgụ akwụkwọ wetara akụkọ na mba ụwa niile ewetala amamihe site n'akwụkwọ ndị odee dịka Wole Soyinka, ọkammụta Chinua Achebe, Kamaralaye nakwa odee ndị ọzọ dere. Onye ọma na-ege ntị, ọ gwụla ka ọ ha anyị n'ọnụ bụ akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Chebirekwa anyị n'ihu ga echi niile. Ndewo.
Kalẹ̀ o ẹ̀sìnkú dédé wòyí ìròyìn iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún tìlú Àbújá ló ń dé sí etí ìgbọ̀nyín látẹnu Mọ́bọ́lájí Mati. Ìrìn àjò àti kó àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè tó há sí orílẹ̀-èdè Ukraine ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ìrìn àjò ọ̀hún tí aṣíwájú ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin kékeré Alhassan Adodoguwa síwájú ti gúnlẹ̀ sí Bucharest ní orílẹ̀-èdè Romania láti rí àti láti ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn fún àwọn tó nífẹ̀ẹ́ àti padà wálé látàrí rògbòdìyàn tó bẹ́ sílẹ̀ ní orílẹ̀-èdè Ukraine. Òní òde yìí ni wọ́n gbéra láti fi hàn. Òní òde yìí ni wọ́n gbéra tí wọ́n sì ń fi ń tó àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ ìjọba àpapọ̀ tó ń rí sí ètò ọ̀rọ̀ òkèèrè létí àwọn tó ń rí sí ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀hún ní orílẹ̀-èdè Ukraine, Bucharest, Budapest, Warsaw àti àwọn tó yí ìlú Ukraine ká. Àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè tó wá sọ̀hún fi ojú kan àwọn aṣòfin ọ̀hún, wọ́n fi ẹ̀mí ìmoore hàn lórí iṣẹ́ takuntakun tí ilé ìgbìmọ̀ asòfin gbé lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀hún. Ọ̀gá àgbà ẹgbẹ́ agùnbánirọ̀ Ọ̀gágun Shuaibu Ibrahim sọ wípé ètò owó fún àtìlẹ́yìn ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀hún jẹ́ ọ̀nà àti ṣe àgbéga ètò okòwò tó bá fìdí múlẹ̀. Bákan náà yóò ṣe ọ̀pọ̀ àǹfààní fún àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀hún bí wọ́n bá parí ètò láti sin ilẹ̀ baba wọn. Alákòjọpọ̀ ìròyìn Rosemary Bilal ròyìn wípé ọ̀gá Shuaibu nínú ọ̀rọ̀ mẹ́nuba ọ̀pọ̀ àgbéga tí ètò ọ̀hún yóò ṣe pẹ̀lú ìdàgbàsókè àwọn ohun èlò yíká. Ó rọ gbogbogbò wípé kí wọ́n ti ètò ọ̀hún lẹ́yìn fún àǹfààní àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀hún. Ọjọ́ ìwé lágbàáyé jẹ́ ọjọ́ kan tí wọ́n yà sọ́tọ̀ fún ayẹyẹ àwọn òǹkọ̀wé lórígun mẹ́rin àgbáyé fún iṣẹ́ takuntakun tí wọ́n ṣe láti gbé ìwé kíkà lárugẹ láàrin àwùjọ. Alákòjọpọ̀ ìròyìn Hadiza Ibune ròyìn bí àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè ṣe ń gbé àṣà ìwé kíkà lárugẹ. Ìdí nìyí tí àwọn ògbóǹtarìgì nínú ìwé kíkọ bíi Wọlé Ṣóyínká, ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Chinua Achebe àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ò ní dẹ̀yìn láti máa kọ ìwé. Ọjọ́ kẹta oṣù kẹta ọdún ni ayẹyẹ ọ̀hún máa ń wá. Tó kì í dùn kó pọ̀ ṣíun ní ọbẹ̀ oge títí wòye ọ̀la Ojúmọ́ Ire ni yóò mú wa.